deep in the rainforests of South and Central America, where gigantic trees stretch up to the sky and their shadows cover the ground. There's a mythical creature that seems like it stepped right out of legends. This creature, known as the Harpy Eagle, is the most powerful and one of the largest eagles in the world. When it comes to talking about this bird, you can't just gloss over the word largest. Imagine a bird as tall as a 10-year-old kid, with wings that span over 6.5 feet when spread out. This massive eagle was first discovered by a Swedish scientist named Karl Linnaeus. Linnaeus, who's considered the father of modern biological classification, was so shocked when he first saw this bird that he thought he was looking at a vulture. You can't really blame him though. Who would have imagined an eagle could be this big? Linnaeus' mistake shows just how different the Harpy Eagle is from other birds of prey. So, where did this bird get its name from? Harpies in Greek mythology were legendary creatures with the heads of women and the bodies of birds, symbolizing storms and death. When you look at the Harpy Eagle's face, you get why it's named after them. This bird has a crest of feathers that it can raise when it's angry or wants to threaten, making it look like it has a human face with wild hair. Its large, piercing eyes add to this resemblance, making it seem like a half-human, half-bird creature standing in front of you. The Harpy Eagle is unique in its appearance. Its feathers are usually a mix of dark gray on the upper body and white on the lower part. This color combo helps it blend into the dappled light of the forest. Its legs are yellow, and its powerful talons are covered with long, sharp claws. Its beak is thick and hook-shaped, perfect for tearing flesh. But what stands out the most about this bird are its large, intense eyes that seem to stare right into your soul. Now, let's talk about this bird's amazing abilities. First off, its eyes. The Harpy Eagle's eyes are a marvel of nature. These eyes are so sharp that they can spot a 1-inch insect from over 650 feet away. To put that into perspective, imagine you're standing on the balcony of a 20-story building, and you can clearly see a cockroach walking on the sidewalk below. This incredible vision is due to the unique structure of the Harpy Eagle's eyes. Its eyes are quite large relative to its head, and it has several times more light-detecting cells in its retina than humans do. Scientists did a fascinating experiment to measure the Harpy Eagle's eyesight. They placed the bird in front of two 330-foot tunnels. At the end of one tunnel, there was a screen showing parallel lines, and at the end of the other, a screen displaying static. Every time the eagle flew toward the parallel line screen, it got a reward. Then, they switched the screens. The result? The Harpy Eagle's eyesight is 4 times more accurate than a human's. But it's not just the sharp eyes that make the Harpy Eagle an incredible hunter. Its ears are also an engineering marvel of nature. The Harpy Eagle can adjust the feathers around its head to act like satellite dishes, collecting sounds. This ability lets it hear even the faintest noises from far away. When you see this bird spreading its feathers, it's actually sharpening its hearing, just like when we cup our hands behind our ears to hear better. This combination of amazing vision and sensitive hearing makes the Harpy Eagle an unmatched hunting machine. Interestingly, unlike most eagles that hunt from high up in the sky, the Harpy Eagle prefers to sit on a branch and wait for its prey. This hunting strategy is due to its habitat. The dense tropical forests are so thick that flying high and spotting prey from above is nearly impossible. So, the Harpy Eagle, like a skilled sniper, sits still on a branch for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The Harpy Eagle stands about 3.3 feet tall, and when its wings are spread, they measure about 6.5 feet across. Despite its size, it only weighs around 22 pounds. At first glance, you might think this weight is too little for such a large bird. But the truth is, this 22 pounds is almost all muscle and bone. To get a better idea, let's compare the Harpy Eagle with another one of the world's largest flying birds, the Andean condor. The Andean condor, with its 11.5-foot wingspan and 5-foot height, weighs around 24 to 33 pounds, but the difference is because of its weight. Flying is hard for the condor, and it usually only soars once before gliding on air currents to save energy. But the Harpy Eagle, despite its large size, it's a true aerial acrobat. It can maneuver easily, accelerate quickly, and even reach speeds of 50 miles per hour. How is this possible? The answer lies in the bird's body structure. The harpy eagle's chest muscles, which are responsible for moving its wings, are incredibly strong and well developed. These strong muscles, combined with its lightweight, hollow bones and highly efficient respiratory system, allow this bird to be an expert flyer despite its size. Now that we've talked about flying, let's get to one of the harpy eagle's most important hunting tools, its legs and talons. The harpy eagle's legs are large and powerful compared to its body. Its legs are almost as thick as a man's wrist. These strong legs allow it to lift relatively heavy prey and carry it away. But what really makes the harpy eagle dangerous are its talons. The harpy eagle's talons are deadly weapons. These talons are covered with long, sharp claws that can grow up to 5 inches long. Imagine, these claws are almost as big as a kitchen knife. The strength of these talons is so great that they can crush the bones of their prey. The pressure these talons exert is about 700 pounds per square inch. That's nearly 10 times the pressure a human hand can apply. Now imagine these deadly talons coming at their prey at 50 miles per hour. The chance of escape is almost zero. The harpy eagle uses these powerful talons to hunt a wide range of animals, from monkeys and sloths to snakes, and even young big cats. But its favorite food is monkeys. This bird can lift monkeys weighing up to 20 pounds and fly away with them. Just think about it. A bird that weighs 22 pounds can lift a 20-pound monkey and fly off with it. But it's not just their physical strength that makes harpy eagles such incredible hunters. These birds are super smart too. Scientists did this cool experiment to show off their intelligence. They took 2 harpy eagles to Panama, a place where these birds had never lived before. The results were surprising. From the very first day, these eagles started hunting monkeys. It's like they already knew monkeys were their favorite food. It's interesting to know that monkeys communicate with each other to avoid getting hunted. They have specific calls for different dangers, one for snakes, another for big cats like jaguars, but they have no call for birds, especially not for harpy eagles. Scientists noticed that the monkeys there couldn't defend themselves against the harpies because they had never lived with them before. Since it was a new threat, the monkeys would freak out and get all disorganized whenever they saw a harpy. These eagles quickly realized that the monkeys there had no defense against them. So what did they do? They came up with a smart strategy. They got close to the monkeys and intentionally made themselves visible. Why? Because they knew these monkeys, who had never seen such a bird before, would panic and be easier to catch. This clever behavior shows that harpy eagles are not only physically powerful, but also mentally sharp hunters. They can analyze new situations and choose the best strategy for hunting. This intelligence and adaptability are some of the reasons they are called the dictators of the sky. Now, you might think that with all these abilities, harpy eagles should have a large population, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Currently, there are about 50,000 of these birds in the world. While this number doesn't put them in the endangered species category yet, it's still concerning. One of the main reasons for the decline in the harpy eagle population is habitat loss, deforestation, and the destruction of rainforests in Central and South America, which we also made a video about that you can watch on things, have left these birds with less space to live and hunt. On top of that, unfortunately, some locals hunt these beautiful birds, not for food or their feathers, but just to show off that they have killed such a large bird. Breeding harpy eagles is not easy either, which contributes to their slow population growth. These birds only reach sexual maturity at around 5 years old. After that, they lay eggs only once every 2 to 3 years. They usually lay 2 eggs, but typically only 1 chick survives. The stronger chick usually kills the weaker one, a phenomenon known as siblicide. A harpy eagle chick stays in the nest for about 6 months until it grows big enough to fly and hunt. During this time, the parents continuously bring it food. Even after the chick leaves the nest, it remains dependent on its parents for up to 1.5 years, learning from them. This long period of parental care is another reason why their population growth is slow. Despite all this, a harpy eagle can live up to 25 to 35 years in the wild. In captivity, with good care, they can even live up to 50 years. This relatively long lifespan is a positive factor that can help maintain their population. Harpy eagles play an important role in the rainforest ecosystem. As top predators, they help control the populations of other species and maintain ecological balance. For example, if the monkey population grows too large, it can damage the trees and plants of the forest. By hunting monkeys, harpy eagles help keep their population in check. It's interesting to know that the presence of harpy eagles also affects the behavior of other animals. For instance, when harpy eagles are around, monkeys have to be more cautious and move less in open spaces. This means they use less of the forest's food resources, helping keep their population naturally controlled. Harpy eagles are usually monogamous and choose only one mate for their entire lives. They build nests together, take care of the eggs and chicks, and even hunt together. This close cooperation between pairs is one of the reasons for the success of this species in the wild. A harpy eagle's nest is a massive structure. They usually choose the tallest trees in the forest and build their nests on the high branches. These nests can be up to 5 feet in diameter and over 3 feet deep. Building such a nest can take several months. Interestingly, harpy eagles often return to the same nest each year and only do a bit of repair work on it. What do you think about this powerful eagle? Do you think the title, Dictator of the Sky, suits it? Let us know in the comments, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe.